Hello everyone. So this time from the University of Edinburgh. Um, I was before in Manchester for a conference and now I'm visiting here, and I would like to show you around what I'm seeing and not seeing. But really nice university, I have to say, like compared to the shithole I am in Switzerland, it's great. Just like you have a campus life, and in Switzerland you don't have a campus life, except if you're at the ETH or at the EPFL. All other universities really do not provide this campus atmosphere, and that's a pity, because I feel university is the time to build these type of friendships and just get to know other people, get to know other students especially, and become a part of some stuff, like some associations, and just and this is not really given there in Switzerland. So here you really feel like it's a real campus. It's like with students, for students. So yes, I would say that's really something I really like about. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna go. This is a really green car. I really like about the UK that universities tend to really have these campuses, especially the old ones, and you really can get to make a lot of friends, and yeah. Yesterday I had the opportunity to visit the city. Also really nice, especially with all the architecture. It's super like nice, but I have to say it's a bit depressing. It's too much history, and it is just way too much history. And also when the weather is not so bright and joyful, it's just like boring. It's I think it's the ideal conditions are like almost given to become depressed, because there's just no sun, and this really affects your mood. My goal is just to give a small impression on how the environment looks and just show a bit around, but not too long, because I don't have my battery is running low, so really need to keep this in mind. But yeah, I think it's really nice to see everything, but if you would have also some sun, like no, you cannot have everything, it would be just amazing, because personally I think it is a bit too depressing. Too little sun. Yeah. But tomorrow I have the opportunity to visit the lab here. So I'm also really looking forward to see how the buildings look from inside, and what the atmosphere there is. I don't know if you could hear it, but there was some weird sound in the background. I was again thinking, I'm now back to my student life, and it's nice and all that, but I feel like I need to do more than being a student, because I don't know how it is with your cultures, but for me it was like during my study time, my parents were really like, you are a student and you should focus on being a student. And if you study something like medicine, which takes 6 years, it's just to be honestly a really long time to be a student. I personally think it's not that healthy to be that long just a student. I mean, I was lucky that I could at least work next to it and gain some additional experiences. I always took part in associations. I would not underestimate this, because if you learn to plan an event for 100 to 200 people and what to consider, it's already a really nice thing. So, but obviously this is like nothing that brings you an income. So I'd say it's really important to also focus on things that can eventually bring you an income and try to go more there. For me, it was like during my first years, I could, especially after the first 2 years, because the first 2 years in med school, at least where I studied, are difficult. It's just difficult because you need to adapt and all these things. But once you're over these first 2 years, it is actually not such a big deal anymore, because you get used to it, you know what you need to do, and everything becomes a bit more simpler. I'm not sure if I can pass. Right now, not. Okay. And then in the third year, at least, it was like, you know what you're doing, you have figured out, you know how you can study and what you need to do to study, so you can become more of an active member at the university, which I think is really nice. But yeah, you need to be also aware of this, that's the time then. I really would recommend, like, make your money, go travel if you can travel, and just try to do as much things as possible, because you will never have so much time in your life as when you were a student. Obviously, I feel like how it is now is like I would almost need to, like, say I'm taking a break, like 3-4 months. I'm on a break, and then yes, I would have my time, but you just don't have time in a sense of like, you don't have any semester breaks, you just keep on working. I have 5 weeks of vacation and that's it, and 5 weeks is not so much, because usually you need to catch up with your stupid life sometimes, and then you lose some weeks to this, and yeah. So, that's the National Library of Scotland. Therefore, I really would say use your time at university. And now I think at the PhD it's a bit different, because I feel like also if I could go back, I would put more effort into my studies. I think, oh, that's a lovely street. Too many lovely streets that I'm like totally confused where to go. I certainly oh no, I want to go this way. I think I certainly would focus more, because I would do some things differently, but it's too long to explain this. a few things differently, but I think I'll explain this in a video where I have plenty of time to do so. But yeah, I think I would more focus on having a proper work next to university and managing my time better, because now for the last 6 years I feel like I've been almost like doing things on the last minute, the typical deadlines, and it's just not a good thing for a prolonged amount of time. So I would say this is something I would change for so many people. I'm not sure if I passed here yesterday. I think I did. I think I just need to stop quickly, but yeah, if I have enough battery I might make a second video of another part, especially the seaside that I still want to visit. But for now I think that's good, because now it's just so many people. Bye bye!